Facebook. And good morning. Happy Monday. Nice to see you. Chris, good morning, Chris. Thanks for joining us. James, good morning. Welcome. Greg, thank you for being here. Good morning, Greg. Natalie, hi, Natalie. Good to see you. Neil, good morning, Neil. Welcome. Bob, thank you for joining us. Debbie, good morning, Debbie. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Michael, hey, Michael, good morning. Welcome. And let's see here. Lisa, good morning, Lisa. Thank you for joining us. 619 area code on the conference call line. Good morning. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We're going to get started here in just a little bit. Great to be with you guys here this morning on this beautiful Monday morning. And let's see here. Good. Share my screen and we will get started. Good morning, everybody. Eric Lofholm here. Thrilled to be with you here on this beautiful Monday morning. I like to call it Clean Slate Monday. Every Monday, we get a clean slate. The reality is every moment of our lives, it creates the possibility of a clean slate, but it's not really practical to just every moment, oh, there's another clean slate, there's another clean slate. But once a week, I like that. I like Monday being a clean slate. I like the idea of letting go of last week. If you had a challenging week, the holidays sometimes can be very challenging. It can bring up a lot of things in our minds. Sometimes we're by ourselves on the holidays. Sometimes we're with family, but it doesn't go so great. There was a lot of flight cancellations due to the holidays. So, last week may have been a challenging week for you, and you can just let it go. You can just let it go. This could be the greatest week of your entire life. Expect a miracle. If you're right-handed, take your right hand. If you're left-handed, take your left hand. Pat yourself on the back. Tell yourself, great job for being here this morning. Type into the chat, today is a great day. Today is a great day. And it's fantastic. There's 22 of you, counting me, plus those of you that are on Facebook right now, the day after Christmas, finishing the year strong. I acknowledge you for investing this time in yourself. Success doesn't know what day of the week it is. Success doesn't know it's the day after Christmas or we're wrapping up 2022. You never know when a thought's going to land in your mind and create a breakthrough for you. So today we are actually going back to Principle 11, because when we were due to teach Principle 11 earlier this month, I got so excited I went to Principle number 12. So this is completing Hill has 17 principles. He taught it 13 principles and maybe another one, a different version, but there's 17 principles in one of his teachings, and that's what I've been teaching you this month so far. So we're going to go back. We're going to do principle number 11. Controlled attention, I'm reading you from Hill here, is the act of coordinating all the faculties of the mind and directing their combined power to a given end. It is an act which can be achieved only by the strictest sort of self-discipline. Learn to fix your attention of a given subject at will for whatever length of time you choose. You will have learned the secret to power and plenty. This is concentration. Keep your mind on the things you want and off the things you don't want. I had a coaching call this morning with a client who is striving to have $1 million year in 2023 in gross revenue. And that would be his all-time record. And we're on the coaching call today, and he's been working on his plan, and he's written it down, done these spreadsheets and so forth, and he's excited about 2023. And here was one of my coaching for him today. I said, look, I want you to review these spreadsheets that you did, review your plan every day, just like brushing your teeth. Because his name is Troy. Troy, if you focus on this $1 million in revenue, and part of his plan is to open up a certain number of new accounts, and he's got a referral system, and he's got it all dialed as to what he wants to do. And he could have these wonderful plans all created and not look at the plans all year, out of sight, out of mind, and get distracted. So in coaching him, I want to help him stay focused, what Hill's teaching us. So anybody can focus. We're taking your existing skills and, like the horse at the horse race, put the blinders on and focus on what you want to create. Let me read you at the end of what is written on this document from Hill, principle number 11. Keep your mind on the things you want and off the things you don't want. In other words, don't focus on drama. Don't focus on what other people are saying. Don't focus on things that are out of your control. I encourage you to focus on what you want to create. So if you're up for being more focused in 2023 on what you want to create versus all this other stuff, drama, what other people are saying, things that are out of our control. If you're up for being more focused on what you want to create, type the word yes in the chat. And I'm up for that. So I'm going to type the word yes in the chat. I want to be more focused on what I want to create. On a side note, just a little fun Eric Lofholm fact. Today is my anniversary, 7-year anniversary to my wife, Heather. And the reason we got married the day after Christmas, we were going to get married in the summer. And all the family was, of course, home for the holidays. And so we thought we'll save everybody an extra trip to California, those that were coming from out of the area. And so that's why we got married the day after Christmas. I've been married before. My wife's been married before. So we did have a church wedding on December 26th, 7 years ago today. But, you know, it just, that ended up working out, and it worked out great. And I love having today as my anniversary. So special day in my life today. Okay, back to Hill's content. We create our reality with language. So we're talking today about being focused. And what's interesting is what we create with our own language. So I'll get on a coaching call with somebody and they'll say, I have a short attention span as a declaration. Now think about this logically. Does saying I have a short attention span, does that statement help you produce results? I don't think so. You go, but Eric, I really have a short attention span. Okay, well, how about we not reinforce it with language? And maybe you actually don't have a short attention span. Maybe you're just creating it that way through language. In other words, somebody says, Eric, I'm not good with money. That actually might not be true. You might be great with money, but you're creating yourself as I'm not good with money, and you're living into that story. I'm easily distracted. Maybe that's not true. Maybe you're laser focused, but you're creating yourself as I'm easily distracted. So how about just letting go of I'm easily distracted and maybe speak I'm laser focused? At a minimum, just stop saying I'm easily distracted. I have a hard time focusing. I would encourage you to rethink that. I'm great at focusing when I want to, as a possibility. Concentration, that's a great word for you. The action or power of focusing one's attention or mental effort. I'm great at concentration. It's different than I'm saying I'm easily distracted. The energy of a flashlight when focused becomes a laser that can cut steel. I'm going to read that again. The energy of a flashlight, like we could look down the barrel of a flashlight. You could look right at a flashlight and you're not going to blind yourself, but you wouldn't dare look at a laser. The energy of a flashlight when focused becomes a laser that can cut through steel. Maybe it's just a matter of you being more focused. And all of a sudden you're Superman or Superwoman. Maybe that's the big thing for 2023 is taking your existing skill set and just upping your focus. So one of my things for 2023 is to focus on revenue producing activities. So what does that actually look like? What does it mean to focus on revenue producing activities? It means wake up each day and take a look at what are the possible things you could spend your day on. If I drop off my clothes at the dry cleaner, that doesn't produce any revenue. It might be on my to-do list, but it's not going to produce revenue. Doesn't mean I shouldn't do it. Flossing your teeth is not a revenue producing activity, but doesn't mean don't do it. But okay, where can I put my focus? Generating leads, setting appointments, running sales calls, networking, referrals, right? This call we're on right now, this isn't a revenue producing activity for you or for me. I'm not charging you for today's call. I'm here serving you. So what I'm doing right now is not a revenue producing activity. It's still important. So it's just knowing the distinction. Well, what's revenue producing and what's not? Just because what we're doing now is not revenue producing doesn't mean it's not a good idea to be on the call. And I got to make sure I'm spending enough time doing the things that are going to drive revenue. How many of you are recognizing, you know what, in 2023, I need to spend more time on driving revenue? If that's you, type the word yes in the chat. Okay, I'm going to type the word yes in the chat. I need to be even more focused next year on driving revenue. And that's a choice. And you can make that choice right now. You can decide right now, 2023, I'm going to be more focused on revenue producing activities. And you know what? You'll do it. If you make that decision. A decision without action is not a decision. A decision without action is not a decision. So I'm going to show you guys this video right now. This is from a guy named Billy Mills. Billy Mills won the 10,000 meter in the Tokyo Olympics, 1964. So it's 1 minute. Let's watch this.
And here we go. And up front is Bill Mills. He's pressing Ron Clark, the world champion. Bill Mills in the United States, number 722, is leading Ron Clark. And in third place right now is Mahout Gamoudi of Tunis. A tremendous upset if Bill Mills can hang on. But Gamoudi goes out ahead. It's Gamoudi right now leading in the 10,000 meter. Ron Clark is third. Rather, Bill Mills is in third. Ron Clark is in second right now. This is the final lap for the 10,000 meter. The unheralded Mahout Gamoudi of Tunis is putting on a tremendous sprint. He's out ahead of Ron Clark. Bill Mills, the United States, is in third place. This will certainly be the fastest 10,000 meter ever run by an American. Here they come down the final lap. Can Ron Clark catch Gamoudi? They're going through the field. He's coming up. He's passing Gamoudi. Look at Mills! Look at Mills! Look at Mills! Coming on! Mills is coming on! Oh, no! It might be Bill Mills! What a tremendous surprise here! Bill Mills of the United States wins the 10,000 meter. Bill Mills of the United States, a tremendous upset, wins the 10,000 meter here. His unheralded runner.
So that race, every time I watch it, just blows my mind.
And here we go in the final lap.
Let me put the link in the chat. You guys might study this particular link. So a couple things as we wrap up our call today. A couple things to be aware of from what I just showed you. I studied Billy Mills. I studied how he created that. You guys can just Google Billy Mills, and you guys can do the research yourself if you choose to. He visualized that last lap when he went to bed every night for 4 years. He concentrated on this race. He ran the race 25 seconds faster than he'd ever run it, which is statistically impossible. You're not going to run a race 25 seconds faster than you've ever run. It's impossible, but he did it. And because of that kick at the end, he won the gold medal. There's a movie about him called Running Brave. You guys can go buy the movie. How cool is that? There's a movie about Billy Mills. What did he do? He concentrated at a level very few people have ever concentrated before. What I'm talking to you about right now is taking your existing who you are, and all I'm saying is just concentrate. Think about how simple this is. I'm not talking about you getting better. Well, you're getting better at concentration, but I'm not talking about you improving your closing skills. I'm not talking about you getting better at Zoom. I'm not talking about you getting better at Facebook, although those are all valuable things to do. I'm talking about you just concentrating and using that as a strategy to bump your income by 10 to 50% or more. So the bonus video from Hill, it's actually not Hill, but it's about Hill. For control the tension. I couldn't find Hill teaching this particular principle. So I just put it in the Zoom chat, and I'll put it on the Facebook chat for those of you guys that like studying the bonus content. Okay, there we go. Right there. Okay, we got the bonus content in both. I want to remind you, for those of you that are doing your 2023 plan, if you're doing that, the plans are due to me by Saturday night, and I'll give you a letter grade of A. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can find the information at this website, hubpagereplay.com. That's where you can find the recordings of my planning class to create your written plan for 2023. Hubpagereplay.com. Plans are due by Saturday night at midnight. Well, one minute before midnight. That's going to wrap our call, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.